Hello, Huskies. I want to walk you through your steps for how you create your College Board account, followed by your Khan Academy account, and then downloading the app for the new SAT practice, and then finally taking your practice SAT test and how Khan Academy can help you um, diagnose your weaknesses and study for the real SAT test in April. So first step, in my opinion, would be to go to the College Board website and create your account. So we're looking at collegeboard.com, or sorry, collegeboard.org. Um, you're going to create your own account. It'll ask you some information about what year you're going to graduate, your birth date, yada, yada. I've already created an account, so I won't do that again. Then I would suggest you go to the Khan Academy website, which you can just type in satpractice.org. It will default you back to Khan Academy. They're the same thing now. You're going to create a different account here, but I might suggest you keep some similar logins and passwords, otherwise you're going to get confused. And then when you create your account here, it's going to ask you if you already have a College Board account, and if so, would you like to link it? And you're going to say yes. Link those two together. The third step is something I can't show you because it's on a cell phone, but on your Android or iPhone, you're going to go to your app store and download a free app called Daily Practice for the new SAT, and that should be free, so don't pay for that. You're going to need that later on when you take your practice test and you want to scan in your scan sheets. So two logins, one app downloaded, then your next step is to take a practice test. Almost every Husky here has already taken a practice test. Your score sheet, you're going to have to get your hands on that if you want to get your scores into your account. So I think either one of your principals or your guidance counselor can help you find those score sheets. If you haven't taken a practice test, or if in the future you take another practice test, you would do that here at the College Board website. And I think even on Khan, they can do some practice test questions through the website itself. But if you want a full out practice test, this is where I would go. You would go to the SAT section, and then within the SAT menu, go to practice. And then they got a lot of practice in here. So I feel like we should all take some practice tests if you haven't already done one or two. They are kind of long though. So there's 6 options. Here at Harlem, you guys already took practice test 5, so don't take that again. But let's say you want to take practice test 6. Normally, I would say ideally we would print the practice test, but this is 72 pages. I don't think anyone wants to print that. So let's not do that. Maybe we could focus on, if you can't take a full out practice test, you don't have a booklet, you don't have it already printed for you, maybe decide which section you need to work on and just print that section. You're going to take the test in a testing environment, so quiet and all in one sitting, and you're going to have an answer sheet that you're going to have to download as well, because you're going to have to bubble this in. Once you have everything done and bubbled, that's when you open up your phone's app and you simply take a picture of each of the answer sheets. Very easy. Took me like a minute. And then the results will link up to your Khan Academy account. This is where it starts to get really interesting. So I did do a practice test, but I'm going to sign in and show you what it's going to show me. And it's not good. I just want to warn you that I simply bubbled in things. This is why you don't just guess and bubble on the whole test. My results were awful. So let's see if I can sign in. So when I took my practice test, again, I just bubbled it in. I didn't do the essay part. Um, I have a lot of things I need to work on. So when I signed back in after my results were entered, it gave me a whole schedule of events. It asked me questions like, do I want email reminders? How often do I want to practice? How do I want to set this up? And it's very organized. So if you know your test date is Wednesday, April 5th, which it should be for all of you juniors here at Harlem, they are going to set you up on a schedule for what you should practice when. And if you get off track, it's going to give you a reminder. So if you look at my math skills that I need to practice, they are numerous because, again, I just bubbled in things. I didn't even look at the questions. So there's a lot of things that I would have to work on, apparently. And if I choose, if I just start at the beginning, which is solving linear equations, I would open up that, and it's going to give me some questions. I already looked at question 1 earlier. That's why it's on question 2. And I'm going to try solving it. And if I'm not sure what to do, maybe I'm going to ask for a hint, and maybe that's enough to get me through it. If not, I could open up the video and it's going to bring me to a YouTube video of Khan Academy of them giving me a full out instruction on a similar question or a similar concept. Awesome. So basically what you're getting is a diagnostic feature of tutoring that you wouldn't normally have. And it is free and it is personalized and it is wonderful. So that's what you got to do. 2 logins, an app on your phone, practice, practice, practice. Even if all you do is just a daily practice question to get you used to seeing the questions themselves, that would be better than nothing. But going through the tutorials and really trying to fine tune those skills that apparently you didn't have on the first SAT question, this is where you need to be. So you were very fortunate that Harlem gave you the opportunity to take a full practice test during school. It would be awesome if at some point before April 5th you got to take another one. Think of this like a marathon. It is an exhausting experience to sit through a multiple hour test. And you would never walk up to a marathon and say, "Hey, I think I'll, run for 5 hours today. I've never run before." That's what we got to think of this as. All right, good luck.